Hi, this is Dennis from Errergreenhouses in Bad Axe, Michigan. As you well know, the weather for the spring of 2013 has been less than ideal. So we decided to take you on a video tour so you can see what you can expect from our family's greenhouses for the upcoming season. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Penny?
Hi, we're taking you through our number 4 greenhouse right now where we have our New Guinea impatiens growing. This is mostly shade plants in this greenhouse. We have some fuchsias here to the left. Those are ideal for shade. Next we have our coleus, which also does very well in the shade. This plant here is actually called perilla. It looks very much like a coleus, but gets quite a bit taller. It can go in the sun or the shade, but prefers a little bit more shade. Next we have the Zinfandel oxalis. Another great shade plant, likes to spread, also trails down. Now this unusual plant here is called a popcorn cassia. It actually smells like buttered popcorn. It gets a very large yellow flower on it and grows very tall. Looks almost like a small tree or mini shrub. Tropical looking as it grows. Here are some ornamental peppers. And here are some Gerber daisies that have just bloomed out. Nice and colorful for spring. Great gift idea for people, for teachers, mothers, for Mother's Day. Next we have some Persian shields. This looks rather small right now, but actually gets quite large. Gets about 3 or 4 feet high, depending on the location. And then we have several grasses. We have the citronella plants, which are ideal for your patios to keep those mosquitoes away. And our dahlias are just getting ready to open up. They should be opening up this next week. Next we have lots of vines here in the center of the greenhouse, lots of different types of sweet potato vines, which are very popular. As you can see up above, we have lots of hanging baskets, all different colors, different sizes, all different price ranges. They range in price from $7.99 up to $29.99. We're going to head over now to our begonias. The begonias are, I think, one of the showiest flowers in the greenhouse. They get a beautiful, very large flower on them. Come in a variety of different colors. These are a shade-loving plant. They also like it a little bit drier. They do very well in patio pots. If you plant them in the ground, you have to make sure that they are in a dry, well-drained area because they don't require a lot of water, which makes them great for patio pots that are going to be underneath an overhang or in some type of a shady area because you don't have to water them as often as you do some other things. This next patch that we have here are some begonia rex begonias. They are a type of tuberous begonia as well, known mostly for their different types of foliage that they have, although they do get a small flower, but not nearly as big as a regular begonia. These are some bonfire begonias. These get very large. They also trail, and they're unique in that they can go in the sun or the shade. We have some Duranta here. Gets quite tall. It's a nice showy piece for the center of a planter. Iris and bloodleaf works well in the sun or shade. Some purple queen. We have some silver falls vine here and some portoline spikes. Here we have an icicles plant. We have a licorice, the white licorice plant here. This particular vine is a wire vine. It has a very small, delicate little leaf, but very showy in a planting arrangement. The lotus vine. The Tahitian bridal veil, excellent shade plant, gets a very tiny little flower on it, looks almost like baby's breath. Opens and closes. This is the white Nance lamium. This is actually a perennial in this zone. Gets a nice pretty white flower on it. And we have some German ivy and some more sweet potato vines. Lots of different colors of those, different types of leaf. And then we're back to more colors of our New Guinea impatiens. The New Guinea impatiens are a nice choice this year if you want to replace regular impatiens due to a disease that has affected nationwide the impatient crop. We have chosen not to grow any impatiens this year because of it, but there are some nice alternatives to the impatiens. Off on the outside of this greenhouse we have our spikes growing. We have some millet, which also makes a nice centerpiece. Then we have many different types of hetera ivies. Many of these actually are hardy to this zone so that you can winter them over. A lot of them will come back. Then we have our traditional vinca vine and the Wojo's gem vinca vine as well. On the end here we have our Tarina. This is another alternative for impatiens. It's a nice shade growing plant. Hummingbirds absolutely love this plant. And we have that in a variety of different colors. In another greenhouse later on you'll see that we have some smaller plants growing that come in flats as well that are a different type of upright Tarina. Okay, so we're going to make our way out of this greenhouse now. And into another one. So just bear with me as I make my way back through here. Next we're going to enter into our number 2 greenhouse. Off to the right here we have some tomato plants growing. Give them about another week in the greenhouse and they'll be about 1.5 feet high. Okay, we have some hypotheses or polka dot plant here off to the right. This is another shade-loving plant. We have some dianthus here. This can grow in part shade up to full sun. A lot of these haven't quite flowered out yet, but they come in some beautiful colors. They should be out in about another week here. As you can see, our snapdragons down this row are just starting to flower. As we scan across this greenhouse, most of the plant hanging baskets that are in this greenhouse are fuchsias or Tarina hanging baskets. Again, those are shade-loving plants, and the hummingbirds love those fuchsia hanging plants as well. Here we have some lobelia, usually comes in various shades of blue and also some white. Back here in the back we have the upright Tarina that is in flats that can replace a lot of impatiens. And all throughout this greenhouse growing on this far side here, we have all different shades of wax begonias. Wax begonias are a nice choice. They're very hardy. They can grow in full sun or full shade. So they also are a nice replacement for an impatient plant. On the far side here we also have a variety of different coleus plants in flats, also liking the shade. We try to put everything in the one greenhouse as best we can when it comes to shade and sun to make it easier for you to shop if you have an all shady area. In the corner here we have some trellera planters that give them about another week and those will be completely covered with either orange or yellow flowers that look almost like a black-eyed Susan. It's called a black-eyed Susan vine or Thunbergia.